What's up, guys? Welcome back to the pod. This your boy LESKUZZY and AKA. I don't know why I said AKA, man. I'm crazy. I'm tripping. Christmas has got me tripping. Man, it's your boy LESKUZZY. Welcome to the pod. I'm that's the co-host VINIQUE. And man, how you doing, my brother?
I'm vibing. How you? I'm
You
vibing. Life,
vibing?
yeah, life is good.
So everybody, this the last episode before the year is over. So we do you have anything you want to any topics? Oh, I do. I wanted to bring up a topic because we touched it last week, but I think we gotta. I need to bring it up again, right? The
Nothing
Simone
specific.
Biles.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
So if you were not here last week, we touched on Simone Biles and her husband Jonathan Owens. Uh, Jonathan Owens was on the Pivot podcast, and in the podcast, he was asked how he. I think I already explained. So I guess people found something wrong with what he said, even though I don't see it.
Black women found a lot wrong. Well, it's more than just black women, but women in general
I feel like
found a lot wrong with what he said. I
be-
think a lot of them are just bitter, but
me too.
yeah.
So I think the one thing is when he said he believes he believes that men are the prize. Most people said he's trying to project, like, belittle someone boss. But if you actually watch this is my question to anybody who was went online, because a lot of people put out videos. I think I commented in some type of videos. I was like, did y'all watch I asked the simple question, right? I said, did y'all watch the full podcast?
No, they did not. They never asked that
I was
question.
like, did y'all
Nobody
watch
ever
the
watches the full
but
podcast.
then one lady said I did. He said a lot of things. Some ladies like he said a lot of more things, more stuff in the full part. I'm like, did she was she watching just because she wanted to find something wrong, or was she watching to listen?
The clip was enough. He didn't say anything wrong and we know that because she was standing right there.
And she was recording him while he was answering the goddamn clip.
Yes, yes. So I just think they
Then
have
she's
this
like,
thing going around that nobody ever noticed, where women just come out randomly and have a problem with something that somebody's man says, and I think it's very weird. It just be happening, but whether it's positive, negative, if your man said something, they find a problem with it, and I think it's interesting because they be the ones that don't have a man,
bro,
so
you.
I'd be lost.
Then this guy today I saw a video. This guy's like, oh, you can't belittle your wife. I was like, he didn't belittle Simone Biles at all. He literally said he told a story on how they met. It was COVID. First of all, someone posted a video, right? They said, oh, she brought out the Texans in 2019. I'm like, did y'all actually? I was like, if you listen to this story, that man didn't get on the team. He was on the team, but he was on practice squad.
Yeah, he
Ninety
wasn't
percent.
even drafted until what, COVID, right?
He was drafted 3 years before Carl. He was drafted in 2017, but he was not drafted. He went undrafted. So he signed with the Texans, but he was signed with the practice squad.
Hmm.
So you know how practice squad, they bring you back, they send you back. So there's a picture when someone took where he was looking the other way and Simone Biles was behind her taking a picture. And people was like, oh, he's behind her. I'm like, you think he was paying attention to what she was doing? He was literally on practice squad trying to help the people who are playing in the game warm up. So he didn't even pay attention to what she was doing. Even someone Biles is like, the funny part, he didn't even say hi to me or anything. He was just nonchalant. Like he didn't like people. Y'all take
That's just fate.
yeah.
That's just fate. I've been in places with people that I've been with that it's just fate, bro.
Bro.
It's fate
Then
that we worked in the same type of era as
then
what you.
somebody posted the I think old tweets when he was like in 2012. I was like, bro, you posting this tweet, it doesn't prove nothing. It's 2012. Simone Biles went to her first Olympics in 2016. He literally said in the podcast, he literally said his whole like during the summer he worked he worked at the school. Like the Kansas City Chiefs were like at they used their school during training camp, and right during that training camp they used his D2 school to training camp. So he stayed there so that because he didn't have anywhere to go. So he worked there like cleaning their room, their dorms, their lockers and everything. So that's how he was doing working to stay at the school like for housing, right? So then after that he has his own training camp to worry about because I was like, he later said it was training camp. He said he didn't. Well, he did say he didn't have NBC. That was the one thing I said. No, everyone has NBC. He should have just said I didn't watch NBC because I was I had training camp, and right after training camp I had to go to work and clean.
Him being honest, saying he don't watch gymnast stuff, and mind you, Olympics comes on every 4 years. It makes all the sense in the world. I don't understand. I don't understand where they're
Yeah,
lost at. I don't listen.
they're
I
like, oh, she's the greatest gymnastic. I'm like, bro,
Bro, I
did y'all
have no
listen?
idea what gymnasts do. I've never seen Michael Phelps.
No, I did see Michael Phelps. I've seen Michael
I've
Phelps,
found out what he looked like when I googled him. If I didn't never Googled him, I don't know what he looks like.
bro.
I don't just watch the
She's like,
Olympics. A lot
did
of
you
people
see,
don't just watch the Olympics or
bro?
know what
She,
happens with the gymnasts and
some
know
lady was
on
like, oh,
everything.
she's on cereal box. I'm like, do y'all know that her first cereal was when she started dating him?
He's
She
a
got it.
grown man. He's not eating cereal.
She's like, she's on cereal box. I'm like,
You
huh?
know, the last time I ate cereal, I was
I'm
like
like, I'm like,
15.
then when the lady
Yo,
who posted the tweets from when he was like in 2012, he posted something about the Olympics, right? And she's like, oh, you watched the Olympics? And I was like, what does that have to do with him knowing Simone Biles?
that don't know. That don't mean he watched her. And you know how many events the Olympics
I was
is.
like,
See, that's where like, yo,
but
people so funny, bro.
I was like, what does that have to do with her? I was like, first of all, Simone Biles didn't make it to the Olympics until 2016. Plus, then she's like, but she was already winning AA gymnast. I'm like, do y'all think we watch gymnastic? Nobody watches gymnastic. I don't even know what event. I don't even know the scoring of gymnastics. I don't even
Yo,
know. All I
him
know,
being honest is like I think really once he said that he was the prize or he felt like that men was the prize, it was raps. It was raps. There's nothing he could do right about this.
bro.
It didn't
Plus,
matter.
and y'all didn't even hear what he said afterwards because people would just heard that part. He literally said after that he asked her like the on the first date, "Who's your competition?" He said it was like I remember this from our first date because it's like it was I didn't know nothing about gymnastics. Is I asked her like, "Who's your competition?" She was like, "Myself." I was like, no, no, no. Like, who's your competition? Like and you hear a little bit of some more, like the audio. You could hear. He's like, yeah, he's like, he double asked the question. Like, he thinks I was joking. Like, you know how when you repeat the question, thinking somebody's joking.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's like she literally said myself. It's like every time we go in competition, it comes down if I mess up. It doesn't come down to what they did. So I was like, then he even explained when they went their first time going like to a different place, and it's like, oh, what did she mean? Oh, he's like, he said she had to drive back to Houston. I'm like, he was in training camp. He works in Houston. He just can't up and leave and go to wherever. I'm like, so y'all telling me for Taylor? I was like, let's put in this Taylor Swift scenario. Taylor Swift goes to Kansas City. So y'all find something wrong for Taylor Swift coming from flying from New York to Kansas City to
They
where.
just, oh man, they just told us that they don't know who Travis Kelsey is in so many words for the last couple months, and now all of a sudden, we're supposed to believe that he knew exactly who she was. Y'all didn't know who Travis Kelsey was, and he won Super Bowls. Y'all have no idea who that is.
He had a
But
reality show. He was on your TV every like in 2016.
I know he had a whole dating show that apparently everybody watched, and but they don't know who who he is.
Harris, that's
Like
crazy,
it's just funny. It's goofy, bro. Y'all been trying to tell
bro.
us that
Yeah,
she is.
she was literally. I think people need to go and watch even Simone Biles' freaking thing, journey to the Olympics, and watch what everybody who seen Jonathan, like, how they interact. They are goofy. That's their thing. I watched the like after I watched the podcast, I went to watch the thing. They're actually goofy. Like he literally has a whole thing where he made a joke, like, right after after they came from her like practice, right, like what she was practicing for the Olympics. They were He was in the pool and she was just standing around the pool. I guess she was scared to get in the pool. So he threw the football at her, like, just throw the football. And he's like, yeah, he's like when she's not, she's like, after she's like when she has free, he's like when she's done doing whatever, we got a best trainer in the world right here. She now trains me. I can hire her now. Like she's like whenever she's done with, he's like, the joke was like, he's like after she's already annihilated the world, if she has free time, she comes and trains me. Like it was a whole joke. And she laughed and she threw, then like she was throwing at first before he made the joke, she was throwing perfect passes. When he said the joke, she just threw the ball the other side. She's like, and he looked, he's like, I thought we were training. She's like, then she started laughing. It was, they are goofy. And if you watch the pack, like the whole podcast, he even said like watching her kind of helped them. Y'all want him to idolize Simone Biles, the gymnast. That's not what he fell in love with. Y'all watch her as a gymnast. He fell in love with Simone Biles, the person. They are two
But he
different
does
people.
he does idolize her though.
Yeah, but
It's
but
just
people,
y'all looking at it so wrong instead of
because he even said he was, y'all know that he was with her when she went through that whole car thing. He was with her when she went through the mental health, when she took 2 years and she finally came back this year. This the same person that y'all trying to crucify, that who was by his side
y'all don't
when,
realize he married her. Like y'all
bro,
acting like he
y'all,
like did her dirty. He married
bro,
Jody. She won. She won. She shot her shot and got what she wanted. She won, bro. What like
bro, she's happy,
what is happening?
bro. She
No.
even moved all the way to freaking Green Bay. They even building a house together, I guess, in Houston. Like, what are y'all? I'm confused. Like, I'm really confused. Like, I feel like this generation, yeah, whoever y'all should put your phones down and your opinion. Nobody should have an opinion unless you actually know what you're talking about. Because half of y'all were on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. You don't even know what y'all were talking about. He's like, he was on the Texans. I'm like, bro, he was on the practice squad. There's a difference between practice squads and being on the team. Practice squads 90% of the time. I said 50% don't even come to watch the games. They might be there at warm ups, then they might leave because you have to have a certain amount of players on the sideline. So he probably wasn't there when she brought the team out. And y'all want him to idolize Simone Biles, the gymnast. Bro,
And why
y'all get
wouldn't he be the catch? Y'all been telling us that you got to make a certain amount of money, you got to do this, you got to do that. Well, he's a millionaire football player. Like I don't. He's not the catch now. That's not the catch no more. What happened?
bro.
What
I'm
happened to y'all
confused.
standards? What's going on?
Bro, the whole thing
Shit, if
like,
I
like
made millions of dollars. Shit, I'm the catch too. I don't give
bro,
a fuck.
y'all forget that when Simone Biles goes to like only they both have seasons and he clearly take when Simone Biles went, I think I don't know where was the freaking world championship. She went all the way out of town or like overseas to do gymnast. He later went to Houston because she forgot her dogs in Houston. He went to Houston, grabbed the dogs, came all the way to freaking Green Bay where he stays now with the dogs. Like, I'm confused. Like, what? Yo, people, I need y'all to understand. Sometimes y'all should just shut up. Shut up. I think y'all should shut up. The zip it. In 2024, mind your day. Shout out to Mook because after that, I will rewatch the battle. He said something I feel like y'all people, like when you say my business, mind your damn business. Mind your business. If it doesn't have to do anything with you, it doesn't concern you. They didn't ask for your opinion. They didn't ask you to say anything. They said their story. He said the story. He moved on. Then they asked him about mental health. He even explained that she even helped them with mental health because he never seen somebody go. He's like, being with her kind of helped him understand to take care of his mental health. Because knowing that somebody who's at the peak of their career just getting overwhelmed, he's like, it kind of hit him like real. He's like, I was with her like the day before. Like she's saying, I don't trust myself. And he's like, baby, you can do it. It's like, I don't, something's not right. And then when she didn't compete, he's like, I was there. I'm like, do y'all know that this man literally the same year that y'all trying to belittle him, right after the football game, ran straight. He didn't even do anything. He ran straight back into the locker room just to catch his wife win another championship.
Mm.
You literally, there's a
By his
literally
side.
like I'm confused. Like, do y'all what y'all understand how dumb y'all need? Sometimes y'all need to shut up and just watch the game. Goddamn, freaking full video. It's that easy. Y'all make all these opinions. Y'all go on live, spend hours just coming out of one clip. The one clip that even nothing he said was wrong. Then
And still
y'all
not
don't.
doing anything great for themselves.
But then after that, y'all don't watch the full video. Y'all had freaking Ryan Clark tell y'all motherfuckers, tell y'all go watch the video. Then this some lady who I don't even know why you had to comment on somebody on the on. You know how dumb she sounded. She said, "Ryan, we don't you." She kind of insulted Ryan Clark on his page. Like he's like, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about." It's his goddamn page. He's the one who put out the clip. He is part of the podcast. Then when people try to correct her, she's like, "We don't know Ryan Clark." She's like, "You don't. Nobody even knows Ryan Clark." I was like, "Does
No,
she
they
know
never
that?"
know nobody. They don't know nobody that makes more than six figures.
I'm like, "Wait." I'm
We're
like,
gonna
because she
digress.
said, like, everyone in the comments except for her, she's like, nobody knows who you are, Ryan Clark. I'm like, does she know that she's commenting on Ryan Clark's page? Does she know she didn't realize that the page that she's commenting it says Ryan Clark? Then when
We
people
don't know
corrected
who
her,
Ryan Clark is.
and nobody and people corrected her saying that you don't, ma'am, you some guy was like, you know what? I was like, I need you. I think you are. I don't know if you can read. You commented on his page. You think he's not he's part of a Super Bowl for no reason? He was part. He's the same safety who gets respected by Tony Pollard. He's a legend. And she's like, "What legend? Stop lying." Ryan Clark.
It don't listen. It don't matter. Listen, niggas.
I hate
If
people who
you
don't
play in the
respect.
NFL, your salary starts at millions of dollars. He gets his salary every single year. There's amount that's guaranteed, and then there's the other amount. I don't know
Incentives.
how that works, but
It's
we don't
kind
need to
of
know how that works because it starts at millions of dollars. If Simone Biles understood that she's locking down somebody that got millions of dollars and she shot her shot and was successful, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Yo, y'all need to move on in life, bro. Some of y'all are unsuccessful and y'all stay unsuccessful because you're worrying about somebody else's life. You have to move on.
yeah. Now, I need to talk about this. Another topic I need to talk about is I don't know who came up with this stupid idea, but Gen Zs, I need y'all to come here and listen to this foolishness. I need y'all to listen. Who came up with this? Like, if you hold an umbrella, is zesty, whatever. I don't know the full list, but it is like a whole
Oh
weird
no, the
list.
full list is wait, the zesty list? Yo, you
Yeah,
know drinking strawberry lemonade is on that list? You know ordering a fruity drink, well, calling it fruity first of all is already wrong. But a drink that's not like a beer or or like hard like liquor, like dark liquor is that's zesty. Um the
who?
zesty list is hilarious. Wearing glasses, I'm zesty somehow by wearing glasses. I can't see. How you zesty for not being able to see?
I
Um,
want to know who came up with this list. Was it men or women?
it was women. No. It was men that I think made the list because of what women have said. Everything that women have said in podcasts and all that stuff.
That's stupid.
Yep.
Because
That's
I would like,
how.
yo, I want to know because we were. I was at the freaking thing, right? I was at a Christmas party. I want. I don't even. I can't even call it a party. It was a gathering, right? And there are people. Most of the kids. I want to say kids because to me they're kids. They're still kids. They're in high school.
Hmm.
Most of the people who are around back, like the people that are youth. Okay, youth are younger than me, right? I think one looked older than me, but the rest of them was like young, a few years younger than me, and one part she's like probably same age as me or a little bit older. I don't even know if that's I don't know. So with the boys, we I don't know how they got to this topic. They said, "Oh, holding an umbrella is zesty." I'm like, so what do you like? There, this whole zesty conversation. I was like, what? So what? I mean, they're like holding umbrellas and stuff. I was like, so what's the alternative? You want to get rained on? He's like, yeah, just get rained on when it's pouring rain.
Yo, we've
I'm
reached
like, did you?
the,
I'm
the,
like,
the point of no
did you?
return, yo.
I'm like, did you hear what you just said? He's like, getting yeah, I'd rather get rained on. Just put your arms there and walk to your car.
That sounds more zesty. That's the funny part. But yeah, owning the umbrella past. I heard something stupid. It was like owning the umbrella past 30. And I was like, so you just would you become waterproof past 30? Like, what was what was the point of that? Like, what?
I have
Um,
no idea. Like, do y'all actually hear what y'all say sometimes? Like, y'all just say 2023. Y'all just say no common sense. 20. You're like literally Gen Z just say we don't have common sense. Y'all smoke too much weed. They smoke too much weed. And I don't think people who smoke weed even think that way. Y'all just smoke too many. Y'all have too many drugs that y'all do because y'all lost common sense. Y'all lost common sense. Like what? Like for real? Like what? What? Like I was shocked. I tried to argue, but at that point I was like, bro, when he said I'd rather walk in the rain and get rained on, I lost. I was shocked. I just put my headphones in and just went. I was like, bro, these people are dumb. Like dumb. I'm like, when are they gonna realize that they sound stupid?
That's the good part, yo. They never realize. They never realize. So we have infinite goofy things we could talk about, and I just think it's great. I think it's great. At this point, I just come to appreciate it. It's funny. It is what it is, bro.
Yo,
It
uh,
is what it is, man.
man, we got some couple battles that dropped this weekend. If you there are a full slate of battles, I only watched one.
They gave us Rex versus Chess on Christmas. I didn't expect that one. They went and
Yeah, I
re-recorded the battle.
well they did the battle. I rather they should have not did that way because it kind of took away like
No,
a
they
little
got
bit.
no people paid for
They,
that battle. You got come on, you got to finish the objective. I don't want to hear none of
bro,
that bullshit.
people pay for the pay per view, but you could have just did that on the big stage. On you can redo it on the big stage.
They could have. I don't think it would have worked that night though. I don't think it would have worked that night. They were too
N-
emotionally,
not redo it on a different day though. I'm talking about the different day on the big stage.
Oh, on the stage? Oh, nah,
Yes.
nah, nah, nah. Because then you would have to. That's a whole nother booking. That's a whole nother. That's like when they did surf versus uh,
Uh,
who was that?
Cortez.
Cortez. Yeah, that would have to be at a different event. So we would have to wait until January, February for this event. And
I
I
rather
don't
have
think
it.
this battle is this good to be pushing on to the next event.
No, I think it was gonna on a big stage. It took it kind of helped. This setting kind of helped Rex. I go lie
All of it helped Rex. The
because
fight, somehow they blaming Chess for this fight. By the way,
I don't even know why y'all still blame Chess.
yo,
Chess didn't start the goddamn fight. Even Rex
yo,
says Chess didn't start the fight.
it's
Somebody's
not, it's
on.
not women, it's not just women and relationship podcasts and TikTokers with bad takes. All right, it's also men who watch battle rap who have terrible takes. What the fuck is he talking about? Yo, Chess is a young boy, so he started the fight. Yo, Chess is 25 years old. He stood on stage and say, "Yo, bro, I love you. I want you to come back so we can finish the battle." Yo, people are just dumb. They just dumb, bro. They just dumb. Just like everything Mook said somehow was so much better than Twerk, and I'm like, yo, did y'all listen to the second and third? Like the second and third alone, he loses. He loses. Like
Wait, who said Mook said is way better than Twerk?
everybody that's old, everybody that's old. Good said it. Everybody that's old, they popped up and said, "Yo, fam, Mook." Like I don't know, and that's when they start talking about the new fans. They're like, "Yo, the new fans. I don't know what they be listening to," and I'm like, "Do you know what you listen to? Did you do you know what happened that battle?" That boy went up
Mook
there. That
died.
first round was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. And he rapped a lot better than I thought. That first, second, and third,
No,
he rapped a lot better than I thought. I didn't expect that. But come on, dog. Other than the first, what we talking about? What we talking about? That
no, I
second,
go live.
nah. The shoot you
I
in your balls and yo, fam, cut that. He said that bar, and that was, hey, dog. That's how
I
he
go
ended the
live,
second round.
bro. I go live. I watched that. I still don't. I see the third. I can argue with y'all for the third. I can say, okay, yeah, he might because he rapped longer and Twerk rapped like a few bars. Then he went to the strap game because freaking he was talking between his rounds, and Twerk just said a few bars after that and said Jersey.
But
I can give
everything
you
he
that.
said in that last round was even better than what
Yeah,
What's his
but I'm
name
just
said
saying.
in the
I'm
third?
just saying.
Tell me something he said in the third.
I don't even remember what he. I don't remember what he said.
Exactly. So how he miles ahead of people and you don't even know what the fuck he said. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Niggas
Then
gotta think. You gotta think,
then I was like, I can give. I said okay. I can give y'all if y'all want to argue the third. I can give you that. The first and the second, I can't even give you nothing because Twerk said the first. That's when Twerk said cut away from the corner. That's where he brought up you going to a preps, going to college. That's where he brought up the young Dolph line. That's where he brought up uh all the stuff that he brought up. Then the second, the Statue of Liberty, the prep time, like this is why we breaking down. He had more things that like you can. I don't. I think the only thing I can remember from Twitter,
I'd stop
from
choking if I had prep time. Yo,
bro,
fam. He was cooking up there. Hey, it's
bro.
okay
He
if you
said
didn't want
he's
him to
like
win, but like, come
bro,
on, bro. To keep going with
I make
this,
the he's like I made the Statue of Liberty to Wendy Williams, bro. What? The Statue of Liberty went down to Wendy, bro. He said, bro. He's like I tried it. He's even broke down football. He's like I was football with the footballs. I used to be at the corner when I needed to be practicing. It's like it's like
he was
it's
wide
like
receiver. He couldn't get. He was about to
it's
get cut. He was wide receiver
like
because he
I think
couldn't get
it,
away from the corner. Hey, yo, fam. Just, it's okay. It's all right. We don't got to talk about it. It's all right. It's all right, bro. People just sound stupid. But anyway, yes, we're zesty for anything. Mook wins every battle. What else? What else do we already know? I don't even fight it no more. It is what it is, yo. I know as long as we do this pod, if Mook has a homecoming battle, hey, Mook won. Mook won. 3-0. 3-0. I'm not giving an honest opinion no more. Is Mook won 3-0. All men are zesty or down low. Um and what's his name? Jonathan Owens, he's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong. Come on. Come on. What? You know damn well you're not Simone Biles. You come on, you wrong. I will say he is capping because if you checked her Instagram, you're capping. You're capping. If you checked her
no, I didn't
Instagram
say.
and probably
I
seen
think
the bio and said, "Oh, it's medalist and this and that," yo, you knew the vibes. You
well,
knew the
well,
vibes.
he did, but don't forget, bro. He even said it in the
That
thing.
still
He's
don't
like,
mean
bro,
he knows anything about gymnastics, though. That
yeah,
doesn't mean anything.
he
But
just he's like, bro. He's like, he literally in the same interview. He's like, when I saw the followers, I said, oh, maybe she's legit, right? And but he's like, but I didn't know nothing about gymnastics, so I had to ask,
yeah, yeah,
bro.
it's good. It's good cap. It's good cap. Ain't nothing wrong with that cap. You know, it was
Bro,
good cap.
he's
Because
like,
if
bro,
I've seen somebody that got millions of views and
bro,
probably
it's like he's like, I
come
saw
on,
the followers. I'm like, she might be, she's legit, but I didn't, he's like, I didn't know. He's like, even he even told a story when they went for a cookie. I guess it was a cookie date in Houston, and all the kids and their moms were shaking. He's like, that's when I was like, yo, you heard, like, like, like you heard,
nah,
like you,
she's that shorty. She's her, bro.
he's like, you got kids shaking. They're asking me to take pictures.
And somehow saying that is not uplifting her. Hey, you know what?
And
It's fine. It's all right. The nigga's
then,
wrong. The nigga's wrong.
then,
It's all right.
then,
It's all right, bro. We don't gotta talk about it. He's
then
wrong,
when
bro.
he even talked about how he deals with her, like when they're in restaurants, he say, "Bro, I'm learning to be a celebrity through her. Like I'm learning through her. Like how she treat people, I'm learning through her. Like, oh, and that's not uplifting her. It's like sometimes I don't even feel like taking picture, like getting picture, and I see
Man,
people coming like, "Can I get a picture?" I'm like,
she got him up there taking mad pictures, smiling mad hard.
and I'm
He
like,
would never take pictures. We
bro,
don't know
she
who
said,
that nigga is.
bro,
Not
she
under
said,
his helmet.
bro. Bro, she literally said, like, literally, he said, it's like, sometimes when we at dinner, some people will come and say, can I take a picture? I'll look, I'll be like, I'm eating. And I'll be like, yeah, yeah, I can take a picture. I'll take a picture. They're like, can you, like, just like, they'll come and ask me. And like, literally, I have a fork and then a steak in my knife. And it's like, literally, halfway through to my mouth. And they're like, can you take a picture? I'm like, I literally, he's like, it's like this one time, he literally told the story. Like, one time, I literally froze like this. And I was like, I want to say, I don't, like, yeah, 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 don't see I'm eating. I'm like, okay, okay, cool. I'll take a picture. It's like that. It's like literally, I'm learning how to be a celebrity through someone, and that's not uplifting her. I understand. That's bringing it down. That's bringing it down. I
Yeah.
understand.
You know, they all right, bro. Shout out to the TikTokers. Shout out to women. Y'all correct. Y'all completely right. You know,
You're
I'm
correct
on y'all
with your
side.
single life.
Yeah,
You're correct with your single life.
exactly.
You see red flags in somebody else's relationship, not yours. I understand. I'm with y'all. I support y'all. All right,
That's
man.
a big flex to a girl too. She bagged him. She bagged that man. She got him, yo. She bagged her dude, yo.
bro,
Shout
bro,
out to her. She did that shit. Hey,
bro. She literally
she
said it
cold. She
too,
cold in these
bro,
streets.
bro. She said it too in the freaking podcast.
But no,
That
she
I
bagged that
literally,
shorty.
she's like,
He's a
it's like no
shorty.
man, bro. She literally said it in the podcast because they made it like Ryan Clark made a joke. He's like, so if he's like, by the way, he's like, I think someone buys is lucky, right? She's like, in this point, someone buys is the lucky one. And Channing Crowder was like, huh? Why you say? He's like, because he said he was not looking for someone else. And he was like, I didn't say all that. And if she didn't, he's like, if she didn't shoot a shot, she would not get all this, like making a joke, right? And
She
Channing
shot
was
her
like,
shot and got married, yo. The rest of y'all
bro,
should shoot y'all shot. I ain't gonna lie. She
bro,
gonna do
listen
that shit.
what
Y'all
this
should take notes.
you listen to that people they didn't even hear what freaking Channing Crowder said in that podcast because I see people did. Channing Crowder even specifically said he's a head of his safety. He will never gonna be a good he will never be a good safety. And that little motherfucker is good in gymnastics, saying that he will never reach the heights of how great Simone Biles is in gymnastics.
He would
And
have to be Deion Sanders if
yeah, like
that's what
he's
we
like he will
doing.
never. Yeah, he's like he will never reach that height. And she came out. She's like, I think he can, but he's like, he's like he might. She said he might,
He
but
could.
and she said even said like, yo. And when they made the jokes, like, oh, she might. She's like, no, I would have held him because he's like, I know what I want, and I would have got him no matter what. It's like me and him would have been together no matter what. If
Then she
I
definitely would have bagged him. Yo, he's a bench warmer. Nobody knows him. And he's still making millions as a bench warmer. Oh
now he's a
no.
starter.
She bagged a shorty.
Bro,
Nah,
she
nah.
she bagged him when he was in the practice squad, and now he's a starter, and he's actually he's actually a good player, like a good safety.
Nah, honestly, she bagged better than dudes, yo. We got competition, bro. I gotta compete with Simone Biles, bro.
Bro,
She
she found
bagged
a
better than
bro.
dudes, yo.
She didn't even go for it. At the time, he was a nobody. He
She
was a
went straight
step.
for a millionaire from the practice squad. She went
Well,
straight for the millionaire,
I
bro.
didn't at the time. I don't think he was even in a millionaire yet. At the time, practice
But
squad
he's
don't.
still making X amount of
Yeah,
thousands. Even
yeah.
James Jones was making 800K, at least 1 million. James Jones was on the end of that Heat bench. Ain't never seen the playtime. Come on,
but
bro.
But man, practice squad. I think they make like a couple thousands, right? Yeah.
Y'all heard LeBron, bro. He even James Jones got 3 championships. Come on, come on, come on. Niggas not no,
so
they don't hear me, bro. They don't hear me, bro. They
no,
don't
yeah,
hear
yeah.
me.
If anybody watches the podcast, y'all watch the podcast, y'all can see something different from our all our social medias. We have changed the logo.
Yes.
The logo has been changed. It's now it's a word logo. It's no longer our faces. I don't know. I can't even explain why. Well, I can, but really, I didn't like the other logo. That's
You
probably
woke up and wanted to update. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah. I wanted to update it, and I feel like the new logo looks professional, and it makes it better for everything else. You know, if we eventually when we do merchandise, and that logo can goes on a merchandise. So that's it. That's another thing. 2024. We got big plans for 2024. There's gonna be. I think I don't. When are you moving back? The end of this week.
Yeah, I'll be back around. Yeah, before Friday. Hopefully before Friday. I'm waiting on this part so I can get my car light fixed, and then I'll be back before Friday. Hopefully.
Hopefully. So we might. I want to say we're gonna have more in person podcasts. That's
Yes.
gonna be first.
Yes, we should be in
Uh,
person for the remainder of the pod. We'll move and create a studio and all this good stuff. We
yeah.
hoping for the
So
best. So
we're hoping for the best. Our plans for 2024, we might try to. Hopefully, we're gonna have more interviews for 2024. If we're gonna try and get y'all more interviews, uh, we got as y'all noticed that in 2023 we transitioned to everything else. So we're gonna focus on everything else. We ain't gonna just focus on one type of niche. We're gonna focus on everything else. Uh, the NFL season is coming to an end. So that means the NBA season is about to pick back up. You know, when the NFL season comes to an end, the NBA season, that's when NBA season start picking up. So there might be one or two times we give y'all some an NBA stuff because I don't think we haven't talked much about the NBA right now. I
I
hear,
mean, the football is still on, so we
yeah,
haven't left football. By the
yeah,
way, the Eagles, we're
the one.
supposed to win that game, but we won. Um,
We were supposed to win it, but we were not supposed to win it with that close. But we won. A win is a win. At this point, I I I, I can't say shit no more.
that clip is getting a lot of love, by the way.
Yeah,
Us arguing about the Eagles. Uh,
yeah. Shout out to the
I can't wait until we win a Super Bowl or something, and then everybody gonna tell me, "Oh my God, you seen it?" Yeah, I know. I see the process. I know, and y'all didn't.
uh shout out to the Ravens beat the 49ers, blew them out in the 49ers gym.
I feel
Uh
like the Ravens is gonna be like the Panthers when they went, and I think they're not gonna be the same either. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna lose, and then they're not gonna be the same.
mm, I
They
I
keep
think
beating everybody. Like you can't just mosey into the playoffs,
not
not
really.
unless you're
I think
Tom Brady.
I don't think they have beaten everybody. They've lost a couple games. The team that I think they lost to the most is the Browns.
That's division rivalry though.
But
They don't have to see them in the
they
playoffs.
lost to the Colts too. I think they lost to who, the Browns, the Colts. Hold on. They have lost to like, I think three teams, if I'm not mistaken. They're like a whole losing like streak.
I think this
Uh
is going to be a run back of the Panthers, 15-1 Panthers. So they might make it. They might make it. It'll be
so
entertaining if they make it, but they might
the
make it.
The Ravens lost to the Browns, Steelers, and Colts. Those are their losses this year. So they've lost to two division opponents and one conference opponent. They look good, and I believe on against the our for the Ravens more is more. Yesterday was more of a thing that they felt disrespected because they were not the favorites in that game. They were the underdogs, and I don't know. Somebody said that person kind of pissed. It kind of pissed. You know how when you piss a team with high motors, like Lamar is like a short. Lamar hears everything and takes everything personal, and you got Odell too, who's also who likes talking shit. You got a lot of people on that team who are actually who kind of take things, who hear everything and take things personal. Like you heard this guy from the PFF said that the Ravens are going to get their shit kicked right before the game.
And you got Shannon Sharp talking crazy, saying Lamar,
Yeah,
talking crazy about Lamar every week. Now
yeah.
he just
Then
gave
you
an MVP take. Now I feel like I understand what people be saying. Like he be kind of flipping. Now I understand what they be saying. I thought he was being like honest, which he still probably is being honest. But
I think
you
well
can't
for the
turn around and be like, oh well, he has MVP chance. Like, wait a minute, where did that come from?
well, let's be honest. He was because I think what did he say last week? Who was the MVP? I think Brock Petty. If he didn't say Brock, he said McCaffrey. So I think he even said that this was more this game would have taught us who's the MVP. In my like when you see he's like he Lamar went there and let's be honest, Lamar made the freaking Ravens look stupid. There's a run that he literally I watched it like I didn't watch the full game, but I watched half of like the beginning part of the game, right? There's a run that he made, like literally it looked like literally the 49ers was just standing there and letting him just run the fucking ball. I'm like like even though they were actually trying their effort to tackle him, but his quickness and the way he was quick moving, it looked like they just stood there and just looked at him run. It's different. Uh, Plus is also paid to be honest, so he has to sometimes when he's wrong, he has to flip flop.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean most analysts do.
yes. Shout out to I don't know who else did I want to shout out. Shout out to Joe. Now I want to hear this because this is something I want to talk to you because I really don't get it because people are like, oh, the MVP should be Luca. I love Luca as everybody else loves Luca, but this year so far right now the MVP is not Luca. I'm sorry, Luca is not the MVP. He's second.
I think it's too early.
No,
I
yes,
don't
I
like the
know.
MVP talk when 30 games have been played.
No, that yeah, it's too early. But we're going from the performance, right? They're talking about performance MVP. They're talking about MVP right now. They're like, look as the MVP. I seen that talk. I was like, yeah, when the season was starting, yeah, he was actually cooking. He was the only one who was like consistent with his cooking, right? I was like, since like 12, 15 games ago or 12 games ago, he's not been cooking. He's been cooking, but there's somebody who's cooking way better than him. And that nigga lives in Philly. That nigga gives people 50. Leo went to the top team in. I want y'all to hear. I think people don't know what Joel did. I need y'all to hear what Joel Embiid did. The top team in the West is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have the top defense in the West, the Timberwolves. Y'all hear it. They have beaten every team, even the defending champions, the Nuggets. I think 1 point blew them out, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've beaten the Sixers when Joel Embiid didn't play. Well, when they rested Joel Embiid, they've beaten the Sixers. Joel Embiid, this whole thing, this narrative to that game was Joel Embiid is on a streak because he's on a, I think what 13 games straight with 30 points and 10 rebounds. That's the second, I think, the third longest streak or the second longest streak of the second longest streak of consistent 30-point games with 10 rebounds. The only one who has more is Kareem, who has 16. Right. So in that game, they're like, oh, now we want to see him like he did this with like teams with no bigs. We want to see him against the top defense in the NFL. Guess what he did? Gave them 51-13. Cooked both defense. Yes, say Carl Towns and Rudy Gobert were the top defense. They're the top defense. He gave them 51-14. I understand y'all want to say, look at what he did on Christmas Day was actually good because he gave 50 points to the Suns, who were actually looking terrible. I think VINIQUE was right about the Suns. And I
Oh,
believe,
now everybody thinks I'm right.
and I
The
also I
Suns
think
are
one,
terrible, bro.
and I think the other thing, the problem with the Suns is more of they don't have a point guard. They don't
Yeah,
have a true,
yeah.
they
They
don't
they
have a
shouldn't have
true
got rid of what's his name.
Chris Paul. They
Yep, yep.
don't have a, they don't have a point guard and they don't have a center. I think y'all did a mistake getting rid of Aiden because what Aiden did, DeAndre Aiden did for y'all, and I think people didn't appreciate it. He gave y'all stability on the defensive end. He didn't need to score. I like New or whatever his name is. I love him as a player, but he's not a defensive. He's not great on defense.
Yeah, he's trash.
He's a
He's trash.
he's a great offensive big that helps you on the offense, but on defense, he's a liability. That's what Aiden gave you. He gave you that physicality on the defensive side, and on the offense, he was great. Not great, but he was good when you needed him. You
Hmm.
don't have a point. You don't have a point guard. You have three scorers, and I don't know how. And all three of them haven't played together at the same time this season for a while. I think they have like two games together or three. So it might one every time one is injured, one is two are injured, one is playing. Yet they have not have consistent health. Uh the league, it goes to a lot of teams. So I think then in the I think on trade down they need a point guard. I don't know which point guard that they can get right now. I don't know which one is available. Yeah, I can try and get Chris Paul to come back because Chris Paul, the Warriors look like they ain't going nowhere. The Warriors look like they're down for. It looks like they might as well just start rebuilding. Just let Steph.
Nah, don't call it now, cause Steph is Steph. You know.
They might as well just start rebuilding. I think that's the only reliable point at this point. They're the great run. Four championships. I want to say 4-3. I think four championships. Yeah, they're a great run. For years. I think it's but I think it's time for them to start rebuilding for the future. Uh, that what else? I think that's mainly it. I want everybody have a new year, man. Yeah, y'all gonna see more different stuff when the new year comes. The layout is gonna be different. Uh, we're gonna have mics. I want to say not directly the like the first episode, but eventually we're gonna have mics. We might use this room, but I need to clean my room sometimes. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know how the first couple ones gonna go, but it's gonna be interesting. But I know when we get the everything built and
yeah,
and all that good stuff, it's gonna be lit.
yeah.
It's gonna be a good time.
So yeah, the first couple podcasts we're gonna see how it's gonna go. Uh, now there's not. much we can say right now. Happy New Year, guys. If every happy holidays. Some of y'all about to start going to school back next week. Stay safe, man. Yeah.
Just stay safe out there. You mean make it to the new year?
Yeah, man. May 2024 be a great year for y'all. This is our last episode. This is episode 52. That's crazy. We went for 52 weeks straight. We didn't miss a week. Well, we
No, we
kind
missed
of
one. We
did.
missed one, but we made up for it because we had two.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had
So
two.
we had two. So technically, we did miss 1 week, but we made up for we had two episodes, and that ended up being, something for y'all that y'all can get. So y'all got 52 episodes this season. This is the end of season 2 of our podcast. That means this is the second year straight that we've been coming to your screens. 2024, I think we said this in 2023, but we didn't actually enforce it. But we're gonna have an audio version of the podcast in 2024. Um, we're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna be more visual now in 2024. We have a TikTok now. If anyone wants to go for the TikTok, it's the same name as our podcast. Uh, we have an Instagram. Y'all can go follow us on there, and y'all give whatever y'all want suggestions. What if
Comment
y'all,
more, yes,
yeah,
suggestions.
give us comments, uh like the videos, and we're gonna have audio. We I want to say 2024 is more of, we're gonna try and our best to give y'all different guests. Not every week, but I want to say every month we might have one a guest every month. We're gonna try. We're gonna try our best. Yeah. So without further ado, man, we want to say Happy New Year from us to y'all, and we
Happy
out.
New Year, deuces.
Peace.